Oh, I think it's very much a wider conversation. Sebastian Kurz made the point today that the EU is willing to delay Brexit after the 29th of March, but preferably before the 29th of May, when the European Parliament elections are due to take place, because obviously that would cause quite a bit of confusion as to whether the UK would have to hold elections and then vote in MEPs just to leave again after that. So there's a lot of complications with something like this. But Sebastian Kurz, the Austrian Chancellor, said it today. The Irish government have said it before. Many people in Brussels have suggested that the only way out of this deadlock is to perhaps delay Brexit to maybe hold a general election or a second referendum. But as we know, that the Prime Minister in London, Theresa May, has ruled this out on several occasions.
Shona, you've been speaking also to the Irish Prime Minister, Leo Varadkar. We just saw in those pictures there. He said he fears some Irish dissidents might be using Brexit to further their own agenda.
Well, indeed, we know just last weekend there was a car bomb in Londonderry. Nobody was hurt, but of course it was an example of the type of hostilities that you might see emerge on the Irish border if there's a hard Brexit. Because what the fear is that some of the old tensions that have been laid to rest in the past 20 years because of the presence of the Good Friday Agreement, that they could re-emerge again, or that Brexit could be exploited by dissident Republicans in a way of targeting people from the opposite community. So there is a real fear of that. And I spoke to Leo Varadkar, the Irish Prime Minister, and he told me of his concerns.
It is something I'm concerned about. I am concerned about dissident Republican violence in Northern Ireland. There was a car bomb in Derry a couple of days ago. Very lucky that nobody died. Some young people passed by that car only 10-15 minutes beforehand. There could have been loss of life, and that would have been such an enormous tragedy. I don't want to say that that was directly linked to Brexit or that it was directly linked to the 100th anniversary, after all, of the Irish Parliament being founded. But Brexit is now all part of the context. It's one of the reasons why the power-sharing executive, the power-sharing government isn't functioning in Northern Ireland. And it is something that's causing great concern for citizens in the north and also along the border counties.
So there you have it. Leo Varadkar saying that, of course, you can't inflate the risk of dissident Republicans doing stuff on the border, targeting people, targeting the opposite community, because that would be giving them too much credence. But at the same time, I think he was trying to illustrate the fact that Brexit, the Good Friday Agreement, this backstop, this insurance policy to make sure that there's no border on the island of Ireland, that all of these elements are much more important than economics, and that there really are a very grave threat to the peace and security of the island of Ireland. And that's why Ireland is insisting that this backstop remains within the withdrawal agreement.